What's going on, babe?
Hey, babe, how was your day?
It was actually pretty productive. Happy to be home.
Good. You know, we got a game today. Honey, a little rough around the edges.
I'm saying, I've been working all night, taking care of business, getting to the... You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I got you. I'm not trying to be out here looking like a dusty, and that's why I'm excited to have T. Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. They help me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which come with all of the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about Teach Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teach Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price and the ability to customize your box. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Click the link and get started today. We taking care of ourselves. Self-care, fellas, is the first step to be able to get to that bag, to take care of business, and be on top of things and level up in every aspect of your life. Feel the Teach, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. It is Monday, April 25th, 2022. We are in the second quarter. We cooking. April is almost done. Birthday this month. Everything went awesome. Just flew back in from Houston. Life is absolutely awesome. I think we should go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way, and then we can get cooking. All right. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor, Teach Hanley. Uncomplicated skincare for men, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. That link is in the description. In addition to that, shout out to the bag chasers. Bag chasers. There was a lot of bag chasers in Houston this weekend. I appreciate all of the bag chasers for showing up, kicking it with me. Shout out to Shernon. Shout out to Azriel. A lot of good people, a lot of awesome people. So I appreciate all of the bag chasers for showing up. If you want to become a part of the Patreon, that link is in the description as well as pinned to the chat. We doing great things. Dropped a video a few days ago. A lot of people absolutely loved it, and they utilizing it to level up and become the best version of themselves. Additionally, we have the third video of the series this weekend where we're building a business from scratch, from the ground up. I'd encourage you guys to participate because that's the best way for you to learn. I'm putting my own money up and we continuing to do the work. Okay? So we doing that. In addition to that, we got the Patreon meetup in Vegas. Vegas, May 14th. The details is going to continuously be updated in the Patreon. So if you need personal coaching, make sure you go to my website, AntonDaniels.com. This is in addition to the Patreon. If you want a one-on-one session with me, go to my website, AntonDaniels.com. Hit me up from there, and we're going to get it popping. All right? So this is what we want to do today. I want to give y'all a little bit of a recap of what's going on or what went down this weekend in Houston, right? Because, you know, I like to tap in and interact with people. The second thing that we're going to do is I want to tap into the money a little bit. And then we want to detail this video or what happened as far as with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, because I'm trying to understand what will possess a woman to poop in a man's bed. But we're going to get to that. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to be able to cam up, and we're going to do what we want to do. Rita, how was Houston?
Houston was great. It was fun.
What is great?
I got to meet a lot of people that, you know, I talk back and forth with online. So it was good to like put a name to a face to the name.
All right. So yeah, me and Rita, we was all down in Houston. We was kicking it. We did the Lapeef Let's Talk Live show. I bet y'all don't know who that is in that picture right there. I bet y'all have no clue who that is in that picture right there. That is Malevolent Elephant. Some of y'all can't even pronounce his name correctly, but that is Malevolent Elephant. Super cool dude. We had a lot of people in the building. Chef was there. E Black was there. Everybody was there. Everybody. I think the only person that wasn't really there was Kay. Mm-hmm. But everybody was there. It was a cool thing. But for me specifically, I was in and out. All right. So I flew in. Actually, I was supposed to fly. My flight was supposed to be at 12 something p.m. on Friday. So that's the reason why I didn't do the live show. But then it got pushed back to 2 something. So, you know, me and Rita, we was doing our thing. I always keep my traveling partner, my travel buddy Rita with me. But then we landed at like 4 something Central. So the flight was actually 2 hours and like 30 minutes. But 3 hours total, getting on the plane, get off the plane and all of that. And then we went straight to the team dinner. So we had dinner at Maestro in Houston, and that was awesome. Some of y'all seen what Rita was looking like. She was looking like a snack. All right. So we had dinner at Maestro. And then they went to the after party and then the after party after the after party. And I was like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. I am not going to be out here partying with y'all because Anton got to make sure that I get the live stream set up. I got to make sure that I get prepared for tomorrow. I had meetings early in the morning, and then we was going to get cooking. So I'm about business. Fast forward, we go over to the Houston live stream, or not the live stream, the Houston live show. First show was going to be a lot of different things, so we had to get the audio right and all of that. But the beautiful part about it is that I had an opportunity to kick it with everybody. What's up, Mr. Logic? Mr. Logic was in the building. I had an opportunity to kick it with everybody. If you did not meet me at the Houston live meetup, then that's crazy. I don't know how y'all did not meet me at the Houston live meetup. Well, it wasn't a meetup, but the Houston live show for the Lapeef Network. I kicked it. I mean, I spent the majority of my time in the audience and y'all booths and y'all VIP sections at the bar. Me and Rita, and we was just making sure that we kicked it with everybody. Then after the show, I went and got a small bite to eat, and then me and Rita went back to the hotel again. Logic, Q, Rilla, Lapeef, JR, Kayla, Courtney, Cap, all of them. They went to go and party with the young folk. Anton and Rita said, you know what? We got an early flight in the morning. We got to make sure that we get our calendar together. We got to make sure that we secure the bag. And then we going to get ourselves on the way. And then we got an early flight to catch because we had business to take care of back in Michigan today. You see how disciplined it is? What's the lesson here, ladies and gentlemen? What is the lesson here? The lesson is that I have to always put the business first because I cannot miss out on any bags. How am I gonna buy the Pistons? Who called me this morning, Rita?
The rep.
Yeah, don't say her name.
I was about to say her name.
She said, Anton, we got to upgrade your seats because I got some new sections that we want you to sit at for the Pistons. I said, okay, go ahead and do that. I can't sit here messing up no. What's up, Robert? Robert said we back in the building. I appreciate you too, fam. I can't miss no bags. I can't mess up the money. I got to make sure that we get to it, that we get our schedule together. We had early flights to catch. I'm trying to maximize the amount of sleep I get because I'm only getting 2-3 hours of sleep sometimes per day. Everybody else can party, and I think that that's cool. I think that they should enjoy themselves. I think that they should have a good time. When I checked their Instagram stories, when I kicked it with them and I called them the next day or they called me, everybody looked like they was having a good time. Anton is here to do what Anton does, which is do a show, make sure I give my best performance, my best foot possible, right? My best foot forward. I'm here to take care of business. I'm here to keep a schedule. And I'm here to take care of making sure that we network effectively. Outside of that, anything outside of that is extra. And if it don't feed into that, I'm gone. I'm gone. Real talk. When people say that they be making mistakes and all of that, I don't. The things that I can control, it's enough things in our lifetime to where we have to worry about, you know, the things that happen to us that's outside of our control. The things that I can control, I'm on it. And again, I think that everybody should have a good time. But the one thing, look, Mr. Logic said he definitely fumbled the bag. The one thing that I know that I'm going to do is I'm going to be about business. And listen, you can't pressure me. You can't move me off of it. Me and Rita had a plan before we even showed up to the show. We said, listen, after this show, we're going to get something to eat. We going back to the hotel. We almost made some concessions and said, you know what? Because Anton, you come to. It was too many of our friends. We like, yo, I don't know, Rita. I love these people. But at the end of the day, I said, you know what? We going to see them again in Vegas. They can come and kick it with the Bag Chasers. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. They can come and kick it with us in Vegas. We not missing at all. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm glad that we stuck to the plan because we was tired and we needed some sleep.
We ain't get that much. You slept on the plane,
especially though.
We had our 4-cheese quiche, first class on the plane.
So good.
They treated us like gold, and life was good. We had to get up out of there. We had to make sure that we took care of business. So that was cool. And then in addition to that, when I got home, I didn't want to be sleeping all day. So I took care of business. I made sure I took a quick nap. We was back home before 9:30 Eastern. We had already caught our flight. We was back, jumped in the Benzo. They don't like me to say the Benzo. Jumped in the Benzo, and we was already back. Shout out to Norm Blythers. I appreciate the 10 ball, fam. We was already back here. Took a quick nap. And then we linked up with our daughter. We had family day.
Sure did.
We was out and about. We went out to dinner, spent some time with my daughter. She was giving us her thoughts. This chick was trying to tell me about what car I'm gonna buy her when she get her license soon.
Yes.
We was talking about college. That's my life. I'm sorry. That's my life. My life is business, 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 family man. Business, 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 family man. My life is making sure that I'm all about the bag, and then I sit and I'm with my chick and I'm with my daughter. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wasn't going to tell y'all this. Real talk. There's a strong possibility that I won't even be in Michigan after the night. I might be doing a live stream tomorrow morning from a completely different state because my daughter said, Dad, I want to spend the week over in this state over here. I said, okay, let me look at that. Let me look into that. That's all I care about. I care about having a great time, working my butt off so that my family can do what they want to do when they want to do it. That's the only thing I care about. All of this extra stuff, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I see a lot of people sent me some stuff. We're going to get into the show very shortly. A lot of people sent me some stuff. I just got these in the mail. So these Yeezys. I just got these in the mail. So I like these a little bit. I probably will never wear them, so I'm going to throw these. I'm not going to throw them on the wall. I'm actually going to throw them in storage. But I like these.
I like those too.
Got the Eminem Adidas. These is dope. I love these. So I got these. And then they got a bunch of goodies in the bags and all of that for me and all of that. But the more important thing is I actually kicked it with somebody, and I'm going to show y'all this one tomorrow. But somebody sent me a painting. And it's super dope. So we're going to go through that tomorrow. But before we get to that, and shout out to Sir Shad. He says, glad it went well. What is the next city for Lapeef? That's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that yet. Because my life is so busy, I don't know what the next city is going to be. So, before we get into this whole Amber Heard thing, Coca-Cola reported earnings, and they had price hikes. So remember when I was talking to y'all about inflation and the cost of buying things? Well, guess what? One of the companies that Warren Buffett has always and long time held, and I also, is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. The service industry was disrupted somewhat by the pandemic. And so there was a buying opportunity for a lot of us, there's a buying opportunity for a lot of us in a lot of different companies right now. But there was a buying opportunity for a lot of us with Coca-Cola. Right? So, we got to get to the money before we get to all of that other stuff, right? I always want to talk about the things that I'm looking at and what it is that I'm looking to do from a business perspective, right? So price hikes lead to a big quarter. The cost of sugary and non-sugary products from Coca-Cola is on a steep rise, helping to pad the beverage giants' sales and profits. The one thing that we always can depend on, and the one thing that we know, is that people are always going to be buying soft drinks. Coca-Cola is one of the most phenomenally ran companies of all time. All right. And along with inflation comes a rise in beverage prices. And the one thing that we seen when we got home and we went out yesterday, was people was out partying and they was buying Coca-Colas. All right. Coca-Cola blew away analyst sales and profit forecast on Monday. Inflation-related price hikes globally were at the core of a much better than expected results. Coke said its price mix metric, a key measure of price increases on products, rose a healthy 7% in the first quarter. Some pricing gains and more eye-popping by the segment. So here's the breakdown. Price mix grew 11%, primarily driven by pricing across pricing actions in the marketplace, continued recovering in a fountain business. So basically what they're telling you is that people are back out and about and they shopping and they buying stuff. People are going to restaurants. Restaurants was popping all weekend, everywhere. They was getting Hennessy and Cokes. They was getting Coca-Cola regular beverages. They was being dehydrated and getting more Coke. They was getting Diet Coke. They was getting all of the Coke products.
They wasn't getting no diet. Because that place that we was
Rita
at,
said it wasn't no diet where we was at.
They
ain't get no diet for
Anthony.
Oh, that's another thing. Rita, hold on. When everybody else was getting a regular drink, I went and got me a little Diet Coke. Get my little Diet Coke. I was clear-headed. I was seeing clearly. I be pretending like I be drinking. I don't be drinking. I be slow motion. I be pretending like I'm drinking. Shout out to Norm Blithers. He says, quick question, more of a curveball topic. I've watched Patreon where I park my money, and I'm going to max out my VG Roth IRA account, $6,000 as an independent contractor. However, I want to do a second account with Fidelity within. Yes, he wants to do a second account within Fidelity. Yes or no? You can set up multiple accounts within Fidelity. So if you look at your account, so one of the ways I was put on Fidelity is very, very early in my career. And I broke down in the last video. That's a really good question. I broke down in the last video of exactly how it is that I spend my money. Whether I allocate money that I get from my resources from my job, all of that. I only live, well, I'm not going to go into that, but I broke that down, right? In the video, I broke down how I never spent any money from the University of Michigan. And one of the benefits that was working at the university was that they double matched your retirement contribution, right? They double matched it. That means that when you guys go in and you look at your 401k or your Roth 401k that your company is contributing to, they'll probably match up to like 25 or 50% up to a certain amount. The benefit of working at a major university, and listen, and this is why I don't talk about this stuff. I don't talk about it on other platforms. You already know what I'm talking about. The benefit of working at a major university is that there's so many other ways in which you can leverage money to make sure that you get into the bag. So what I did was I always maxed out. So let's just say, for example, your contribution was $15,000 for the year for your 401k or your 401a. I think it's a 401a at the university. They wind up contributing an additional $30,000 on top of it. So everything you contribute, they contribute double. Now, what do you do with the rest of that money? The way I was put on the Fidelity is that that's the account that it was managed through, right? And so if I look at my portfolio, I go into my net benefits, it's called net benefits account, and then it shows even all the broker. You can set up as many accounts as you want. You can set up another brokerage account. You can set up multiple brokerage accounts. How I have ours set up is that I have my retirement account. So I got my previous retirement accounts from all of the different companies that I worked at, and I always maxed out my 401k or my 401a contribution. And then I also set up Roth IRAs. I set up brokerage accounts. I set up a brokerage account for me and Rita. I set up a brokerage account for me and my mother. I set up a brokerage account for me and her mother. I set up a brokerage account for me and Leslie. I've set up multiple brokerage accounts, and I can see and manage all of that and then just add them as beneficiaries if anything was to ever happen to me. So yes, you can create multiple Fidelity accounts. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you the game of how it is that I do it. You can create multiple Fidelity accounts. And I don't know about Charles Schwab and all of that, but I'm sure they would let you also. But it's easy to see and be able to manage that stuff online, and you can just see and transfer things through different accounts, and then make sure that you continue to leverage all of the resources that you continue to invest into what you want to invest in. Now, what you should invest in is a completely different conversation. We go over that in the Patreon, the 8 things that I look for when I'm looking to invest in a company. Hopefully that answers your question. So yes, you can create multiple accounts in Fidelity. Ray Lewis says, Anton been drinking watermelon. Yeah, we gonna get to it. So, but let's get back to this Coca-Cola conversation really quickly. Let's see. Grew 11%. Coke, and explaining the performance of his North American business, where operating profits in business surged 33% from a year ago. Operating profits surged. That means that sales and then net revenue. Profit is the net revenue grew by 33%. 1/3 grew. Now, we already knew that Coca-Cola, or I knew that a Coca-Cola was going to have a blowout quarter, because you're comparing it to yesteryear, which was towards the height of the pandemic. Okay. Net sales were $10.5 billion versus $9.83 billion last year. The company reiterated its 4-year organic sales growth of 7 to 8%. Earnings are expected to rise between 5 and 6%. So Coca-Cola is a great company to invest in if you would like to invest in Coca-Cola. And I like it as a stock play as usual. But the key is that we hold on to our stock forever. I skipped your question, hey, Aaron. Let me go back to your question. What was Aaron's question? Let me go back to Aaron's question. Oh, I got you, Aaron. Aaron says, thoughts on Netflix, and will the show be posted on YouTube? I am advocating against the show not being posted on YouTube, or clips being posted on YouTube, because I think that people should have been there if you wanted to see me perform live. If you want to see us live, we don't post. I don't see people posting their shows online. So Anton is working on his upcoming solo show tour that's coming soon. It's gonna be beautiful. And no, it will not be posted. My thoughts on Netflix. I bought more Netflix. That's my thoughts on Netflix. I think that what you've seen in Netflix was a reaction to not subscriber growth, but you've seen people reacting to exactly what it is that I said, the numbers, right? And so instead of them posting gains in subscribers because they've already saturated certain markets, one of the reasons why they decided to go after password shares is because that's where the growth is going to come from. I think that the thing that people are going to cut off first is all of the other streaming services versus Netflix, right? I think that people are starting to pivot towards watching live shows like YouTube and stuff, but Netflix is never going away. So for me, I looked at it as a buying opportunity and a discount, so I bought more this morning. Well, you know, Anton gonna show you the receipts. Hold on one second. I bought more this morning. Give me a second. And I looked at it as a buying opportunity. Whenever you see that big of a dip in a company, I just add to my portfolio. Let me make sure I get into all y'all super chats. My boy Justin K says, bro, got the job offer on Friday. I already knew you would. Right after we had that coaching session. I have no idea how to begin to negotiate a salary because I've only been on my own for so long. I got to tap in with you again. Rita, make sure that we get Justin on the line.
Tell him to send an email.
Send me an email, Justin. We're going to get you popping.
Oh, why I say it like he can't hear me?
Let me show y'all. You know Anton got to show the receipts. Oh, wait. Go to activity and orders. Netflix right there. Today's date. Oh, shoot. It's flipped around. Hold on. Let me go like this. What's today's date? Today is the 25th. So I bought more Netflix today. And that's one of the things that you're going to always get from me. You're going to get a person that's not telling you what to do. I'm going to tell you what I do and why I do it. And then I want y'all to make a more informed decision as to whether or not you want to do it also. All right. So shout out to Justin. Shout out to Aaron. And get into the bag. All right. So let's get into this whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, right? If you look at this this picture, and again, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And if you need personal coaching from me, make sure you tap in. My email is, you can email me from my website, antondaniels.com, and we're going to get you popping from there. If you look at this picture right there, you see Johnny Depp in the background getting ready for his testimony, and Amber Heard is over there looking a little bit more concerned. She's looking very, very concerned in this. And I guess she's talking to her legal team. But see, the thing that I've been hearing, and I actually asked Chaotic Truth last night when he jumped on the late night live stream. Shout out to all of the late night live streamers. The thing about that I keep hearing all this time is that we heard it from Dr. Umar Johnson, right? And I did a breakdown on it. I got a lot of pushback on that video from Dr. Umar Johnson. But what we keep hearing is that black women need to be more like white women when it comes to acquiring a man. Now, I think that that's incredibly short-sighted. I do. I think it's short-sighted. I think it's incredibly short-sighted because we can apply stereotypes all the way across the board. We can say that white women are the most spiteful when it comes to being in a relationship, such as what it is that we're seeing right here. We're going to play the video and we're going to react to it, and then I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to kick it with me. We can lean on that stereotype. We can say that they only get with men for their money. Is that what y'all want, men? We can lean into all of these stereotypes. I did a whole breakdown of a video of how she secretly tried to record him messing up when he was mad at something that was going on outside of their relationship. She tried to make it about her in order to try to emphasize something or make him look bad. But you know what I do say? I say that everybody is their own individual. I'm not going to group a bunch of people in the same boat just because one person exhibited bad behavior. I don't fit the stereotype of a lot of black people when it comes to how it is that I live within my marriage. I don't. I break down why I don't use my money to party and all of that other type of stuff. Everything has to be a business write-off or tied to what it is that I'm building from a business perspective. Are all black people a monolith? Are all white women a monolith? No, black women are not a monolith. Rita breaks that stereotype every time you see it. And I'm going to just tell you, my chick is the baddest chick on the planet. I don't believe that there was one chick that was badder than her in the building in Houston. And I told her that to her face. Rita, what did I tell you? Look, she don't even want to answer. She don't want to come on. What did I tell you, Rita?
Yeah, you did say that.
What did I say? What did I say what I said?
Honey.
Come on. I know you're trying to be humble. I'm not telling you how you feel about it. I said, tell them what. Give me the microphone.
No, wait.
What did I tell you when we was in Houston?
You said that I was the baddest chick in the room.
I said, Rita, girl, you are the baddest chick in the room. Real talk. That's how I talk to my girl. Maybe I need to do a marriage series this weekend again to remind y'all of what y'all need to be doing in order to be successfully married. That's not what we talking about today. That's not what we talking about today. I want to go ahead and get into this video, and then y'all can give me y'all thoughts on top of it, because I'm trying to understand what would cause a woman to take a dump in the bed, in your bed.
Ew.
That's crazy to me.
That's disgusting.
Anyways, I want to get into this video, and then I want y'all to give me y'all thoughts afterwards. Again, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I literally just got into bed. I remember the television was on, and I was reading, and I suppose Miss Heard was down in her area taking off her makeup and changing into sleep clothes, whatever, and She entered the bedroom while I was laying on my side of the bed, reading, and she was still rattling off all the wrongs I'd done to.
You see the devil? Do you see the devil right there? Let's break this down. He said he chilling, slow motion. He chilling in the bed. He reading. She in the bathroom doing it as she doing, and she talking. He didn't say what she was talking. He said she was rattling off some stuff. Listen, this is Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. You know how many iconic movies this man played in? This man should be loved and respected. I mean, he should be getting pleasured all day long, but he got to sit here with this woman that is causing major heartache in his life. That's Johnny mother effing Depp. Donnie Brasco. Is that Donnie Brasco? Is that one of the movies? This Johnny mother effing Depp.
You know, I'm not good with
Y'all ever seen the movie Blow? He was incredible as an actor in Blow. Let's continue.
In that particular day, and how unreliable I am, and
This dude says she was talking about how unreliable he is. How you living in my house talking about how unreliable I am? You know, Anton gonna get into this bag on this one.
what a horrible person I was, and I did not engage verbally, nothing. I sat there or laid there reading
Man
my
is a
book.
prisoner in his own home.
And when she didn't get a jump out of me or a jolt out of me, she got out of bed. She walked around the bed. She came to my side. And again, it's you've got a person who is throwing multiple shots at your face, at your head, at your neck, at anything she could hit.
Wait a minute. I thought he was saying multiple shots like throwing insults. He's saying throwing multiple shots. No, she was hitting him. Let me rewind that a little bit. Let's break that down.
And I did not.
First of all, he ain't respond. He ain't engaged. She talking mad junk. He in the bed. He trying to read. This man is reading. And she over here talking about how she about to go to sleep in his bed in his house. Talking about how inadequate this man is. This man has delivered some of the most iconic. Do you know that he played Edward Scissorhands? This man played Edward Scissorhands, and this woman is talking about how inadequate he is. The devil is a lie.
Yeah, she sound like she might be crazy.
Ooh-wee. He said, and once he ain't even respond. Ain't nothing like making a woman more mad than not responding. You could possibly do more damage by being quiet than you can than actually engaging in the toxicity.
Engage verbally, nothing. I sat there or laid there reading my book. And when she didn't get a jump out of me or a jolt out of me.
That man was reading his book. He said, I heard him say it again.
She got out of bed. She walked around the bed. She came to my side. And again, you've got a person who is.
First of all, before he get to this, let me say, I know that I said that I can throw a pebble and I can make any woman submissive. And guess what? I want y'all to get a close up of this one. I'm absolutely right. Amber Heard would not be acting like that if she was hanging out with Anton from AntonDaniels.com. He should have. I'm about to do Wife Camp. Wife Camp, hosted by Anton and Rita. Wife camp. If your chick is unruly, send her to me. If your chick is sitting there throwing wine bottles and severing fingers, send her to me. If you're reading in the bed and she's throwing insults at you and you've just made Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3 and Edward Scissorhands and she won't give you no peace, send her to me. She's going to be a completely different person when she come back.
Throwing multiple shots at your face, at your head, at your
This chick
neck.
was trying to punch his face off.
At anything she could hit. So I got up out of bed and I grabbed her by the shoulders.
Grab her shoulders. Shake that hoe.
I sat her down on the bed.
Don't sit her down. You got to shake that devil out. Back in my day, they would get some olive oil. You know what we used to do in the church?
Okay.
You know what we used to do? I'm about to give y'all some. They what? This is what we listen. This is the black church. I'm gonna bring y'all into the black church, not the non-denomination church. I'm talking about Pentecostal. Get the Holy Spirit down, pressed down up in you, without wrinkle, spot, or blemish. Is the church that we're going to present to God. You know I'm telling the truth because I know what the black church is really like. Let me tell you what we did in the black church when people was full of the devil. That's what they used to say. They would open the doors all the way to the outside if there's multiple doors.
And the
windows. Because the idea was that we're going to get this olive oil. We're going to pray this devil away. And the devil going to run out the window and run out the doors. That is the honest to God truth of what used to happen in the church. Now, I'm looking a little crazy. Like, I was used to like, hey, what? Because some of them people that was prayed for, the devil was sitting there posted up outside and waiting for them to come back outside. Like, hey, they done in there? Real talk. They done in there? It's getting a little hot in there. It would go right back to doing what they was doing. But neither here nor there. I'm sorry. That was just a little interlude. Just talk about the black church.
And I said, I'm leaving. Please don't get off the bed. Please don't follow me. Please don't try and stop me.
Don't follow me.
I'm leaving. And she got up off the bed.
You listen, Johnny, if you want to get her to do something the right way, tell her the opposite of what you want her to do. Say, hey, please come with me and follow me. Get off the bed and continue to harass me. Then she gonna sit in the bed and she gonna do the opposite of what you want.
And she squared off at me in the doorway of our bedroom. And I said, what do you want to do? Hit me again? Would you like to hit me again?
So what happens is she realizes that she can't hurt you, but she wants to genuinely hurt you. Mm-hmm. So she's just going to think of the most vile thing that she can do. And I haven't seen this. Honest to God, I have not seen this. I'm reacting to it for the first time. I just got the video, made sure that it was queued up, and made sure that we can have a conversation.
And I said, go ahead. Hit me.
See how docile he is?
Bam.
She hit him in the face
And then
again.
I just said, is that what you wanted? Would you like another? Bam. There's the second one. And I said, good, now you're done. Grabbed her by the shoulders, walked her to the bed, sat her down, and said, don't follow me. Leave me alone.
What does she want in this? She probably just wanted that D.
Well,
she probably just wanted that D.
She should have just asked for it. I don't think he would have denied her. I don't think he want to get slapped in the face for it.
No, punched in the face.
Or punched.
I'm out. I'm gone. I went, I grabbed a few things, and I got out immediately, and I went to my other house on Sweetser.
Must be nice. I grabbed my things. I just went to my other house up the street. Most people, if they got another house, they got a vacation home.
Right, another
or they got to, listen, what people really doing, I'm about to go sleep at my mama house.
Basically.
I'm going to go to my mama house or I'm going to go to my homegirl house. He said, I'm going to go to my other house. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Pirates of the Caribbean and getting in the bag.
As Ms. Heard she was leaving the following day for Coachella, which is Coachella is like it's a big.
We know
event,
what
a
it is. It's for the
concert,
streets.
You know, many bands and yeah, out in the desert. She and her friends were going to Coachella for the weekend.
Her and her little homegirls. There was gonna be city girls for the weekend. Hot girl summer. Okay.
And that was it. That was it.
Mr. Depp, after April 20th.
Uh-oh. This is I can sense this is where it's gonna get good. This is where it's gonna get good.
1st, 2016, when was the next time that you actually saw Miss Heard in person?
Wait. What was the date that she
I
said?
left
Let me
Miss
rewind this.
Heard, and that was it. That was it.
Mr. Depp, after April 21st, 2016,
April
when was the
21st.
next time that you actually saw Miss Heard in person?
I left Miss Heard, I left Penthouse 3. I left at 4:30 in the morning. It was actually her birthday. It was about 4:30 in the morning, April 22nd. And that's when I left.
So what, she was acting that way before her birthday? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, so he left. Why is she so unruly? I don't understand. Ain't she supposed to be having a good time on her birthday?
And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
So this was like a month later when he seen her. Mm-hmm. All right, so he left. He said, I'm going to go to my other crib. She going to go have a city girl, hot girl summer. And then we going to go from there. What's up, steadily growing?
I had received some news.
This dude just let her stay in his crib.
That was
That man broken.
as absurd and grotesque and cruel. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was. I had gone to Mr. Bett and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown.
How long does Coachella last? Look that up for me.
Like a weekend or something.
Look up how long Coachella lasts. Because this man is having a hard time describing what he's about to tell the court.
So that I can get some of my things, and get them out of there, especially the things that were precious to me,
Coachella is only one weekend?
So it's the weekend of the 15th through the 17th, and then the
15th through the 17th.
22nd through the 24th.
22nd to the 24th. Okay, got you.
But this was in 2016.
I don't know what's going on.
Children
2 weeks.
Things from friends, Brando, Hunter, Thompson.
So he was going to get his stuff.
Things that were important to me. And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go. And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone.
Somebody took a picture of it. Listen, you got to... All right, let me just see what he's about to say.
Objection, Your Honor. Also hearsay.
Don't?
It's a photograph, Your Honor.
As being relayed to him by Mr. Bett.
He says he looked at it on his phone.
I'll overrule the objection as the photograph.
Overruled.
What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
Hold on, before we get to the good part. This is the good part. Let me read this super chat. My boy Aaron says, most dudes got to sleep on the couch or in the car. He got a penthouse, number 3.
Right?
Shows you that money matters. He probably had the best sleep of his life, too.
Okay.
It was a
He can't even hold himself.
it was a photograph of the bed, our bed. and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter.
That is filthy. That is the most filthy thing. You know, you gotta be a demonic person to just think about, I'm about to just pull my pants down
Right.
and take a dump on your side of the bed that we ain't never gonna be able to sleep in again as a result of it. I said that the only way that I would get divorced is if you didn't want to be there anymore. This is a clear indication that you don't want to be there anymore. That's insane.
You would divorce me?
Listen. Not only did she take a dump, she didn't even like have no regret, come back, clean it up, and then get a new mattress and all of this other type of stuff. She just left it there. How long had it been
So
there?
it probably was stinking.
And did she
came
did she
back.
sleep in that same bed on her side?
No, she was leaving the next day.
That's insane. This old lady says toxic femininity. Let's have that conversation for real. Hey, I just dropped the link in the chat. No, you got to throw that whole mattress away.
Yeah, that's
You can't just change no sheets. You got to throw that whole mattress away. I just dropped the link in the chat, and it's pinned to the top of the chat for y'all to be able to come up on the platform and have this conversation. Let's talk about it.
So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. My initial response to that was, I laughed.
You know, a man is so used to toxicity when he just laugh when he sees some junk like that. I would be like, get that demon out of my house. Somebody get security and remove that hoe. Hold on. Let's play this over. Let me back up.
To me, children things from friends, Brando, Hunter, Thompson, whatever, things that were important to me. And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go.
Link is pinned to the top of the chat if anybody want to join up on the panel and give me their thoughts.
And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone of...
Objection, Your Honor. Also hearsay.
No objections. We
It's a
overrule that.
photograph, Your Honor.
As being relayed to him by Mr. Bett.
He says he looked at it on his phone.
I'll overrule the objection as a photograph.
What was the photograph of Mr. Bett?
Look.
It was a
Listen, even one of the greatest actors of our time can't even hold his own laugh and reaction on this one.
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed.
I need a woman to come up here and defend this. Honestly, I need a woman to come up here and defend this. This is absolutely out of control. I need a woman to come up here and defend this.
Was human fecal matter.
That's filthy. That is nasty.
So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. My initial response to that was, I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre.
One of the most craziest actors and has taken some of the most crazy roles, including Pirates of the Caribbean. Man, I got to get Johnny Depp's discography or his film credits and all of this other type of stuff. Edward Scissorhands and Blow and all of this junk. When he's saying that this is some of the most crazy thing that he's ever seen, you know it's out of control.
So grotesque that I could only laugh.
Rita, Can they spray some Dior Savage on that? That's what Self-Engineer 19 said. He said, surely can't spray some Dior Savage on that.
No,
And
it's not gonna work.
so I did not go down there that day.
That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Rita, I want you to make an attempt.
Okay.
Help me to understand. Defend this. You are tasked with the responsibility of defending that woman. Now, when you look at this woman, as Chaotic like to describe, pure as the driven white snow. Our white queen right here, right? And y'all know I rock with everybody. It's all about character, right? But we got black queens, white queens, Asian queens, Arab queens, Puerto Rican queens. This one just so happened to be pure as the white driven snow queen. When you look at this woman, let's blow her up. When you look at this woman, what do you see? Look at Johnny in the back and look at this woman right here. What do you see?
She looked crazy to me.
She look crazy to you? Mm-hmm. Do she look crazy to you? Let me blow this up a little bit more. You said she looked crazy to you?
Mine is slightly delayed, but let me see the picture. Yeah, she looked like she's sneaky.
How do you look like you sneaky?
It's just something about you. Like I can't be specific about it, but she looks sneaky to me.
This whole...
And I cannot defend her.
No. You got to defend her. Because none of your woman comrades want to come up and defend this hoe.
It's no defending that. It's no reason for anybody to do that. That is like...
Okay, so play devil's advocate and defend it. Tell me why on earth, what will cause a woman to take a dump, a literal dump on the bedside of a man that they are having a disagreement with? Let's frame it like this. What could a man do that would warrant something like that? Because Johnny Depp is one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
He would have had to like been abusive or something. But according to him...
Pull the mic up to your face.
According to him, she was the abusive one and he left. So...
Yeah, she was throwing punches and everything.
I don't see any reason for anybody to do that. I mean, like I said, unless he was abusive to her, then okay. And she can't fight him back, of course.
So take a dump.
So, I mean, that's...
Get an angle of her, listen to his testimony.
But, I mean, I would just... Even in the abuse case, I would just leave. I would never think to do that. Like, because I don't know, the way my stomach work, it just can't go everywhere. So I probably wouldn't even be able to...
The way your stomach work?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even be able to just do it in the bed like that.
All right, Alina. Alina is attempting to make an attempt, right? Attempting to make an attempt.
What did she say?
She says a broken heart can do a lot of crazy things. So, Alina, I don't believe you. I don't think that there's one thing on this earth that can cause a man to have to take a dump. Listen. Taking a dump.
She took it out the toilet. That's what somebody said.
That's even worse. Oh, look at E. E is the worst.
Ah, my goodness.
E is the worst. All right, so let me see if Randy can defend this. Randy, are you going to make an attempt to defend this?
No.
Randy, I'm curious. Are you going to make an attempt to defend this? I'm about to pull Randy up. Let me get to Ray Lewis's super chat. Ray Lewis says she looks like she puts raisins in all her cookings.
Oh, he being racist.
Randy is going to attempt to defend this. All right, Randy, you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Randy.
Hello, everyone.
Randy,
hi, Anton.
How are you doing, love?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Randy, are you going to make an attempt to defend this?
No, I don't want to defend
Why not?
this. I just want to give additional perspective and add on to it, though.
Okay, so you know more about this than I do.
No, I don't know about taking a no.
No. I'm talking about more about the case.
A little bit of insight here and there, yeah, because I've been watching The Lead Attorney, so
Okay.
that coverage has been
Shout
good.
out to the league.
Yeah.
So go ahead, give me some
Okay.
insight.
So I look at it as this is kind of even along the lines of when a woman may take it to the extreme and like key a guy's car. When women, when we get elevated and upset about something, the first thing in their mind, how can I hurt him in other ways to where the point will come across? And so keying a car, like, the crazy antics that women sometimes take it a little too far. So that's kind of how I see this. And even like Tiffany Haddish did a stand-up bit where she was saying she shit in her man's shoes because he was all about his Jordans.
Did she?
So, yeah. She found him cheating. She found So, I look at it as, ladies, your man is doing wrong and you're upset. Let God sort it out and keep on with your grace, because this is just crazy.
Yo.
So it may be more common, Anton. I don't know.
Johnny Depp is just the one that's blowing the lid off of this thing.
Could be.
I don't understand the logic behind keying the guy's car.
Well, most guys, their car is like their prized possession. So women feel like because they hurt them, then they hurt their car. I guess I've never done that. I'm just.
Of course, Rita hasn't.
Nah, Rita ain't did that. Anton, what about the help poop pie? A woman actually thought of that. I have no idea. I've never seen the movie The Help. I've never seen the movie The Help, so I wouldn't know at all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know anything about it. But again, like, what could he have possibly done for her to want to hit her, for her to want to hit him in the first place? And
what I was about to say.
Why do women feel as though they can put their hands on men? I don't understand that part either.
Anton, I don't either. And Queen J in the chat, shout out to her, because we were chatting a little. The TLA mentioned that Johnny Depp had brought up how abusive his mother was. So,
how long do you stay in a situation like that?
With Johnny Depp and his wife?
Well, no. So, like, for example, one of the things that I regularly say is that I would never get divorced. But there's a lot of toxicity that's been happening in relationships lately, right? You got the Will Smith situation. You got the Johnny Depp situation. How much can one person take before it becomes too much? That's the thing that I'm wondering.
That's a great question, Anton, because the hope is that it doesn't escalate so far to a point where, it just gets out of hand. And so that's why, when you mentioned the marriage series and putting in the time to really sit with each other to, like, can we come to a solution, or an adjustment, or the willingness to change things? I don't know.
Did they cheat in a relationship? Why was they so?
Why are they breaking up?
Why they so at odds with each other?
Yeah, what happened?
You know anything about that, Randy?
No, I don't. Maybe it was toxic from the beginning. Because if he comes from, and again, at times you don't want to blame somebody's past, but maybe he was just in the realm of, hey, I come from an abusive mother, so maybe that was just a familiar ongoing cycle of getting into a toxic relationship with a woman. Who knows?
Let's see if Skywalker.
Yeah.
Stick around, Randy. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, sir?
What's happening, my friend? What do you think about this whole situation?
First, I want to say shout out to Anton Daniels and all the bag chasers out
Shout
there.
out to the bag chasers.
Can't wait till you guys all get to Vegas. It's gonna be super lit. You know what I'm saying?
I will be there. Randy, are you coming to Vegas?
Oh yeah, Jamal and I will be there.
All right, cool. I was about to say, Randy, I know you coming to Vegas. You too close to not be in Vegas.
Yeah, we're flying.
Yeah.
No, just very quickly, I wanted to share a bit of a personal story because I have a personal
Oh,
story
this
that
is gonna be good.
is kind of similar to the
Let me
situation.
move you to the
So I
middle.
have a family member that was getting abused, and a bunch of the family went over to go get her out of the house and everything. Her boyfriend shows up, goes straight, toxic beta male mode, 100%, right? We almost get into an altercation and everything. Luckily, the police were there and nothing happened. So we removed most of the things out of the home, right? But there's a couple of things that are still left there. When my family member went back to go get the rest of her things, she found that her ex had shat in
The
all of
guy?
yes, yes, he shat in all of her photo albums, all over pictures of like family members,
Why he
right?
can't just
Some that
like
have
pour
passed
alcohol on
away.
it or something like that, or peroxide or something, or
Just do
put some marker.
nothing.
No, no, no. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be toxic, because toxic people are toxic, why do you got to go all the way to the dirtiest, nastiest thing that you could possibly think of? So he took a dump in all of her photo albums. That's a lot of dumping, apparently.
Took a dope in all the photo albums, right? Wait, and actually like closed them and smeared them, and like it was in multiple places,
That's
right?
Uh,
So,
did he wear
so
gloves? Y'all find some
I,
gloves in the trash can?
I don't know, but there just seems to be something about like these ultra instinct toxic level people that it just seems to pull them to go in this direction. I think it's because it's probably the worst thing they can imagine doing. I don't see how you get more disrespectful than taking a dump on somebody's belongings.
That's disgusting.
What do you think about that, Randy?
It's crazy.
And you know what the
Why
funniest
not
thing
even
about
just throw it
Randy?
away, or
Randy is so chill. Even when I'm when you kick it with Randy, Randy has the same. Randy, has you ever raised your voice before?
here or there, yeah.
I don't
But
believe
even
you.
then, I don't like to do it.
I don't believe that you've ever raised your voice before in my life. Randy is so chill. I can't even imagine what an argument or a disagreement looks like with Randy. She probably just be so chill. Like, you know what? Not a big deal.
Yeah, there's no point in raising blood pressure. Just everybody chill out.
Randy, have you ever experienced any of this toxicity and like from your friends or family that you've ever interacted with before? Maybe not to this extreme, but just like, have you ever seen toxic relationships in a general sense?
Yeah, I actually have a dear friend, a guy that's going through one now. Of course, I don't want to put names out there,
Yeah, of
but
course not. We ain't
he
gonna do
was
that.
saying that his girlfriend now, his girlfriend kicked him in the face. And he's kind of
What?
asking me, yeah, like straight up in an argument, kicked him in the face. And then he proceeds to ask me, oh, like, what do you think? Should I stay with her?
No, get out, run, run for the hills, bro.
It's only gonna get worse.
What, bro? She put her foot on your face, and it wasn't even a fetish. It was just 100% foot to the face, kick you, trying to hurt you. Yeah. Check this out. Tactical Trucker, I appreciate you for the super chat. He says, my ex-wife killed my fish and shattered both of my 125-gallon tanks. Hey. What is wrong with people? What'd you do to her? What'd you do to her, Tactical Trucker? She ain't do it for no reason. Yeah. I don't believe that there's any excuse to be toxic on this level, right? No, I believe in petty toxic, like, that's why I didn't put your phone on the charger last night or some crap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in petty toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Aha, that's why you can't. That's why you gotta go get your own.
I got one.
Oh God, here we go.
Anton taking all the backs to the earrings.
Yeah, that's why you can't wear no earrings today. What? Go ahead, Rita.
um,
Is it bad?
I've
What did I
actually
do?
No, you didn't do nothing. Actually, we didn't do nothing to each other, but it was just kind
Talking
of
to
funny
Mike.
that we remember, and when we was about to go somewhere and you had an attitude, you didn't want to ride with me, and my car was in the garage and your car was outside. So your windows was foggy.
So yeah, so me and Rita earlier in our relationship, right? Earlier in our relationship, what happened was me and Rita had got into an argument, right? And this was around the time, actually, I had this was when we had moved in my mom's basement. Yep. So I had went broke. We moved to my mom's basement or whatever. Me and Rita get into this drag down, knock down argument, right? What was it over?
I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
So we get into an argument. This had to be in 07?
It was probably before that because Leslie wasn't born and I wasn't pregnant.
So 06 then. 06, 07,
Maybe.
right? Anyway, so we get into this knockdown, drag down argument or whatever. And we supposed to go to this place. We supposed to go to this little, like some other meeting or event or whatever, right? And so we were supposed to ride together. And I'm like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not riding with you. I'm not rocking with you. None of that. Take your own separate car. Her car was in the garage. My car was out on the street,
And
but
it
it
was
was the dead of winter. So anyway, she was like, okay, well, whatever then. She jumped in the car and she left, and my car was frozen.
And I drove right
And
past
she drove
him.
right
While
past
he was-
this funky thing, drove right past me. She kicked up snow on me while I was.
I did not.
She kicked up snow on me when she sped off, and she turned out of the driveway, and it she did the Tokyo drift, and it kicked up snow on me while I was scraping my windshield trying to get my car hot. Like that's the type of petty that we used to do back in the day. But a whole nother conversation.
Listen, I offered you to ride with me. You had a bad attitude.
I offered you to ride with me.
No.
I believe in those type of petty. What's going on, Yvette? What's going on, this old lady?
Hi, love. How are you?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Are y'all going to attempt to give us some insight and some updates on exactly how women can get this toxic? I'm curious.
I think one is immaturity. She's got a lot of immaturity to do something like that. But for her to be in her head be pushed that far, I think it's all on her. She is a master manipulator in this whole situation.
I heard she was the one that cheated, though.
I don't know all that stuff.
Abusive to her exes too.
She was abusive to her
Oh, yeah.
exes? Tactical Trucker said, I asked for a divorce and she pulled out one of my guns and threatened me in front of my kids.
Oh snap,
bro! You was you gonna have to get that together, bro. I don't know how that flies, how that plays out. Yeah, I believe in basic petty. I don't believe in major petty.
We had one chick that I know about that her boyfriend broke up with her and she took his dog to a kill shelter.
Whoa, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like real talk.
Did the dog wind up getting?
Yeah.
Dang.
oh.
That's crazy. That might be a higher level of petty than taking a dump in the bed for sure.
Because people like that. And like for some people, they dogs is like their kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's some people. Your dog is your best friend.
Right. That's crazy.
Queen J said she was sleeping with Elon Musk, and they say she was sleeping with a lot of different people. I wonder if that's true.
But I feel like
Q was saying a woman don't just get toxic like this.
that's what I was about to say.
Is that true? Then I'm not about to have y'all blaming it on men. It's not men's fault.
No. She's saying that he should have seen the signs before this. Like she probably.
But
was
what
doing
caused
stuff
her to
before.
get to this point in the
That's
first
probably,
place?
She probably just crazy.
I think she's just in that job.
Just crazy.
Yeah, I'm with Sharita. Or is that Randy? Sorry.
That's insane. I still can't fathom it. Like I can't make sense of it. It does not align. I don't understand it. It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me,
So what's the
honestly.
question? What's the fine
Anton.
line between petty and just becoming violent?
I don't even believe in being petty. Like I believe in being funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might play a joke on you or something just for fun. Like, I don't believe in being petty. I think that we too old for that. I don't even believe in that. So I don't know. I got a completely different disposition.
Anton, at what point do you think he should have just walked out of this and just took a loss and left? Or do you think he stayed because he was being
I don't know
gaslit?
why.
What is your opinion?
I think that he might be a beta.
Oh, okay.
They
Do
don't
you
have
think
kids
that his...
together, right?
Sorry,
Do they have kids together? No, they don't got no kids, right?
no, I don't think so.
If they don't got no
Do,
kids together, I'm not really sure why he with her.
do you think that his acting career has made him kind of wacky from having to do all these different characters and maybe changed his personality too? Or do you think it's just straight up
I
on
think
his
he
part?
is normal as ever. I think he a
Okay,
regular guy. He just got money and resources,
they
and
should take him.
I think that all guys go. They have feelings. They know these are normal human beings, just like everybody else. People don't even realize it. Now, I've never obviously met Johnny Depp, but I've met some people, and I know some people that are pretty high up and they pretty visible, and they normal human beings, just like everybody else. They be feeling. They read comments and get depressed sometimes. They care about what other people think and whether or not people are rocking with their album or if they like they whatever they doing recently. They are very much sensitive to what is going on in society, and some of them are so sensitive, more sensitive than regular everyday people, that they completely get off of YouTube or get off of social media, Instagram, and all of that, and they don't even pay attention to what people are saying. They try to completely disconnect, and they have other people run their social media platforms for them. So I don't think that it has nothing to do with his movie roles and all of that. From the videos and
I'm
the
not
different
blaming
footage that
him.
I've
Sorry.
seen, he normal like everybody else. He rage quit like everybody else. He just regular like everybody else. He just
No, they don't have kids.
no, they don't have kids
I
together.
think,
Okay.
yeah, I think that a lot of times we kind of look at these celebrities like they're, kind of like higher beings almost, and we forget that they're normal people. And you kind of couple that with most guys don't want to leave their relationship anyway, no matter how it's going, no matter how toxic it can get. Most guys don't inherently want to leave anyway.
Why do
So,
you think that is? Why don't most guys want to leave?
Yeah, question.
I think it's a combination of us kind of feeling like, you know, we're naturally fixers and we can fix any kind of situation, right? A lot of us kind of get into things where we feel like, hey, I can kind of fix this girl and everything is going to be great. And that is one of the things that that even kind of led me wrong in my first marriage as well. Um, I kind of didn't have that level of discernment that I should have had when choosing a wife, and when things kind of started to go awry, I still wanted to stay and fix it, like no matter what, and it took her kind of pushing her way out of the door until I really accepted that it was kind of over. So, I fought through till the very end, even though I probably shouldn't have. And even in other relationships since then, I've kind of stayed a little bit longer than was possibly needed a few times. So.
I don't. What do y'all? Somebody says. Here, let me see what you're saying. So everyone is just going to overlook the heavy drug use. Johnny is just as guilty. No, I don't think that Johnny is just as guilty at all. I think it's a difference between. I think it's a difference between doing things to hurt yourself with a drug use, or we can even talk about how the drug use is affecting him on a day-to-day basis. But I think it takes a whole nother conversation when you're talking about somebody taking a dump in a bed and putting their hands on you. Listen, I know people that will do self-damage, or, you know, maybe they don't show up to work the next day, or they're not operating at the highest capacity that they can be. But the one thing that I don't condone in any way, shape, or form is keep your hands to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you start putting your hands on
your
people,
bodily fluids
Ooh,
Yeah.
as well.
definitely the
Keep
body.
your bodily fluids.
It's sad that you gotta actually say that.
I think it's levels, though. It is levels. I think it's
Yeah.
levels to the whole idea of what you see happening. And this is absolutely the worst. It's one of the worst things. I mean, outside of the example of the dog, I can't think of too much any other thing that somebody can do that's that toxic.
Well, they drag the kids through everything if they're over kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is crazy.
If they take all your money out of your account,
If they take all your money out of your account.
yeah, that's
That
the
happened to
bad.
me too.
Oh
What you mean
man.
that happened to you? She took all your money out your account?
Yeah,
I've heard
I
that
was
too.
about to move because we were separating and we had a joint account at that time that had all of my money in it, and that was my moving back to California money. And she totally cleared it out like 2 weeks before I was.
Was you able to get any of it back?
No, no,
None? Nothing?
nothing.
Oh,
And just had to wing it. Literally had to pack my car up, and anything that did not fit in my car, I had to give it away. Yeah, real talk.
Can I say something, Anton, real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. To the guy above me, I have a question. I've heard that men will stay in marriages even if it's only like 20% of happiness. Like they will just trudge through. Do you believe in that statistic that men will stay because they're fixers?
Yeah,
And do you think
I
women
think that
take advantage
even
of that? Sorry,
But, oh,
I'll
no,
let
no,
you
no.
yeah.
So
finish.
wait. Answer this question as it relates to what she's
Sorry.
saying.
Mhm.
Why do guys stay that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, honestly, if I can just be completely honest, I think a lot of it is born from like a certain level of weakness inside and not wanting to kind of deal with the ramifications that can come with a breakup, right? Um, Even if you look at the verbiage, right? They say, oh, don't save her. He's a captain, save him, right? Like, we want to be like a savior, right? We want to come in and totally upgrade your life and fix everything. And usually, if a chick is trying to leave, that means that we are not doing something right inherently.
Oh.
That you know, that would be speaking to, hey, you're not giving me the proper guidance, or you're not fixing me properly, or doing what I need you to do. So let me go out and go find somebody else that can fix me or fix my situation. So I think it's a level of like self confidence that most men are kind of lacking, that stay in these situations longer than they should be.
Okay. That makes sense. I think men are natural fixers. Absolutely.
What you said you think that men are natural.
Inherently, what I'm taking from what he's saying is I go back to the whole reptilian brain and caveman thing of we gotta, if it's broke, let's get a solution. Men are solution oriented, where women are more emotional.
Yeah.
So I think men
Like,
stay in marriages
oh,
longer, and sorry, and the divorce rate for men leaving is less than women leaving because they're unhappy because men want to fix it.
I don't think that the divorce rate is women filing for divorce the majority of the time when you start to add the context.
Uh-huh.
I think that a lot of that time men already be checked out.
Oh yeah, I
They
agree with
just not
that.
the ones to actually get it done. They're not the ones that's gonna go and file it. None of that
No,
type of
I
stuff.
agree with
So I
that.
think that it's additional context that goes into a lot of these situations that would determine whether or not the divorce is really initiated by women or men. Right? I've done a lot of coaching sessions where the divorce is kind of initiated by the guy. She just the one that just officially filed the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Yvette? I don't know if she can hear me. It says she muted herself. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get her back up here. Yeah, I think that guys a lot of times they may check out earlier than women.
Okay.
Let me get with my dog Anthony. Anthony, what you think about this whole situation, bro? What's going on? What's your thoughts?
What's going on with you, dog?
Chilling, my friend.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, I guess, based on I guess experience, it's not in this because I just recently dissolved my marriage. I was married for a long time, and I'm gonna tell you what it was. Just inherently, it was fear. It was just simply fear, and I think that a lot of it also stemmed from because I graduated high school in 1988, right? And so I went from living with my parents to coming to Dallas to go to college, and then I finished college, and then I got married like at 21. So I didn't even learn anything about most things like credit and finances until I was like 30 years old. So it was literally all I knew, and it was just literally just afraid. Like, so when I did have to dissolve the marriage because she wanted to go one way and she wanted one thing, and I wanted to go another way and I wanted another thing, and we was on the same page. And then we just kind of got to a point where it was kind of like we both started doubling down, you know. And I was like, and
So
actually,
y'all was acting like the breakup.
do what now?
You ever
No,
seen that movie, The Breakup?
actually, you know what though? I'm gonna say this here, like, and not to make light of that shit, but I'm gonna tell you something. Women, I'll tell any man, never, never, never. I don't care what she do. Don't you ever argue with a woman, ever.
Why is that? Why would you say that?
Women are the most psychotic beings and creatures on the face of this
You
planet.
said
They are psychotic.
psychotic.
Right, women are psychotic. They are
Chaotic.
psychotic. They're sociopaths. They're narcissistic. Bro, they
Is
have
Randy
screws that
psychotic?
are missing.
Is
Randy
Randy
is not
psychotic?
psychotic. Randy is chill.
Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you
That's what I
something.
said.
Randy act chill right now, but let her man push her buttons. Randy gonna do some stuff to him, and you could be looking like, damn, I didn't even know Randy had that in
I
her,
don't believe that. I don't
bro.
believe it.
Anton, let me
Randy,
tell you
Randy,
something.
are you see the thing about Randy, listen. Y'all don't believe it, but Randy is gonna be telling me the truth. Randy always tell me the truth. Randy,
Okay,
do you
okay,
consider
Randy, tell
yourself
the truth,
psychotic
Randy.
at times?
So, gentlemen, yes, I have raised my voice at times, but here's the adjustment. I've apologized extensively when I knew, hey, I needed to watch my tone. And again, women, I believe, can also be solution minded because I ended up feeling like shit at the end of the argument. And then me and my husband, where did it get us? Just in an argument and tension in the home. So,
Mm-mm.
yes, we are full of emotion and this and that, but there's a way to go about it and make the adjustment and to apologize.
The
But
accountability.
I tend
but
to
you
think
know
that
what
men are
though?
more emotional than women, bro.
Really?
Nah, nah, nah.
I think that men. Okay, I'll give you the perfect
That's a
example.
dangerous topic,
Go ahead.
Anton.
I'll give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect
I hear
example.
this.
If a woman, if a man cheat on a woman, she can endure through that more often than not. If a woman cheat on a man, he can't. It's dead. It's
It's
almost
dead.
Bro,
it's almost dead in the water. He can't unsee it. He's broken. He might cry. The woman might get mad and say, "Oh, you with that? Oh, you think you gonna keep cheating on me?" She might get all of the extra and emotion in a different way. That man, his heart is gonna be shattered. He's gonna be broken in the
Yeah.
inside, bro.
Happened
But
to me.
Anton,
Happened to me. Real talk.
do you,
Real talk.
real question, do you guys hit it one more time before you send her out the door? Just
Nah,
to prove a point?
nope,
Really? Okay,
nope,
just checking.
nope. When
Yeah.
you hit it
'Cause
one
No.
more
I've
time,
heard that is a thing.
He said, Ray Sean said, I strongly recommend every man read and listen to No More Mr. Nice Guy to see if any of the stories are applicable and complete the exercises. I'm telling you, guys in a lot of situations are way more emotional than women. Way more emotional than women.
But Anton, watch this here though. Watch this here though. It takes, if you really look at it in terms of a guy, I don't know where that guy was, but when his two baby mamas was like giving him like the blues and he wound up like killing everybody. Look at how many of those types of stories that you hear in terms of those levels of extremes versus
let me get to y'all
literally
super chats too. I just want to let y'all know that. Go ahead, fam.
Yeah, listen, like, so think about that, Anton, versus like how many times like you hear women go psychotic, and really society almost paints it as in the sense that when a woman like loses it and goes off and goes psychotic, that it's kind of like, well, that's just a woman, she's being like normal. But
I think that women
it's bad.
I think that women get driven to that point in most situations.
I agree with
most
that.
situations women get driven to that point. Hold on, let me get to a couple of Tactical Trucker said lost $60,000 in equity and my home is $286,000 in child support. Peace of mind is priceless. I guess I see what he's saying from a relationship. That's pretty crazy. Men are taught to endure. Facts. Real says men fell for that take me as I am nonsense and didn't require women to fix their stuff, so they feel that they have to deal with it. I still think that men are more emotional than women. I believe it in my heart.
So Anton, when you say emotional, are you saying more reactive or so like define what you mean by emotional? Define it.
Let's use another cheating scenario. If a girl catch a guy cheating, it doesn't become a life event all the time. If a guy catch a chick cheating, he'd kill him, her.
Yeah.
Everybody might be going that day.
Everybody. The dog.
Him, not only them.
The dog, the goldfish.
Bro, it could be everybody. And himself.
Bro, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And himself.
Not the dog.
And there might be something on the bed.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, not the
I'm
dog.
telling you.
Why you
Okay.
gotta bring the dog into this?
Or the goldfish.
Hey.
Actually, Anton, I think it's
goldfish.
just I think it's just the opposite.
You crazy. The stories that we hear of everybody being X'd out, that come from men. That don't come from women.
Bro,
women do crazy stuff.
He's
Men create life events, bro.
Bro, I would be so curious to see the comparison of women that are in prison for basically killing her husband versus men in prison for the same thing. I would love to see the comparison.
I booked in a lot of women for killing their husbands.
You did what now?
I said I booked in plenty of women for killing their husbands.
Bro, women.
They're vicious.
They're vicious.
Eviscerated these men. Yes, eviscerated these men.
Bro,
like
let me tell you something. I guess we all got these different experiences. You know, I've coached a lot of people, bro. I've coached a lot of people. Bro, men hold on to stuff emotionally for years. You'd be like, bro, he'd be like, but man, you know what? Because she for the streets because she cheated on me. I'd be like, oh, yeah? I'd be like, dang. So, you know, what y'all got into an argument the other day about it? He'd be like, oh, no, you know, she been cool lately. I'm like, well, when did this happen? You know, back in high school, 1999. Like, bro, when you gonna let that go? Like, you stayed with her. That was over 20 years ago. You still holding on to that? I mean, dog, I seen him the other day. Like, dog, you don't have to let that go, fam. Either let that go or let her go. I don't know. I think that guys are more emotional. Hold on, let me get to the super chat. Depends on the level of cheating. A woman may forgive you smashing a chick, but if she find out you were financially supporting another woman, she leaving, bruh. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She gonna be right there with you. She gonna hold you down. And not only that, she gonna debate whether or not she should hold you down with her mother. And if her mother don't get the right advice, she gonna go to her friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, telling you, man, women gonna work. They might be emotional about the situation, but on some cheating type junk, men are the nukes. Men are
Yeah.
nukes, bro.
I was gonna say my parents split up when I was about like 16, 17, right? And they tried to reconcile later in life. And I guess my mom was probably in like her mid 40s at this point. She said that my dad brought up something that she did when she was 16 and she left. And I was like, so
Jeez.
Oh,
yeah.
wait. Her
I
dad
History,
brought up something
history
that she did
books.
when?
no, my dad brought up something that she did to him when she was 16, and she was like, "Yo," and she just left after that because he obviously still hadn't gotten over what had happened when, like, they were kids. So, um, you know, I do think that men hold on to things a lot longer. I found out that my ex-wife had like cheated right before we got married, but I found out right after we got married. Oh no, I couldn't trust a woman for like years, you know.
Did you leave her?
So
Did you get it annulled?
no, which was my mistake. Um because I had just moved her out.
Hold on, bro. I'm about to bring you to the front of the congregation.
Oh, go ahead.
What's
Go
going
ahead.
on, Skywalker?
All right.
That's
So
not. Don't bring him to the front. Don't do it.
I
What is
was in the
happening here? Let
army.
me move this out the
No,
way.
no, 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 no. I was in the army at that point, and I had just paid for the wedding. I had moved her out to my duty station, right? I bought her a car. We got this new place, right? Like everything was kind of going like at one time. And about 2 months after she got there, that's when she had told me that she cheated right before
Why
I
did she
got
tell you
back
that?
from Iraq. And
Why did she tell
yeah,
you that? Why did she tell you that?
because we were up one night, we were drinking and we was having like a great night, and she just kind of like threw it on me, right?
What you mean she just threw it on you?
Yeah,
What did you say to her to cause her to say this, bro?
um, we were just having like a heartfelt conversation, right? And then she just told me like, "Hey, I have to share that, I just cheated before we got married." And at that point I was a whole lot younger. I was 22 when I got married. And I went the route of like trying to go to counseling, right? We did all this
Y'all
stuff.
both went to counseling?
Yes, we went to marriage counseling and everything. Um, and I got to the point where I had kind of moved past it, and I at least wasn't going to bring it up anymore. And then that's when she left. So there was definitely a lesson
How
learned.
long was you married? Your first marriage?
We split up right before our second anniversary, and
And
then
did you get remarried?
and, huh?
You got remarried?
No, not yet.
Hmm.
I am open to it though, because in my career I've been kind of reaching a lot of success lately, and like you were always saying, the higher up that you go, you start to see that everybody around you is married, and I still know that there are real benefits to being married. I just really wasn't the man that I
Make
needed
sure you
to
tap
be
in with me
at that
before you
point.
make that leap, bro. I got to make sure that we vetting effectively. Anthony, Randy, what do y'all think about this?
Which part? What he said?
No, just the whole idea of men being more emotional and um
I mean, I don't. I think that I agree with you. I agree that men, when a man's heart is broken, it's broke, and it takes a lot for him to recoup and recover. Like I think I agree with that. But I think that women, I
Real
think
quick,
that women are more vicious. They're more savage. I think that they are psychotic. I think that you got to keep your eye on them because if she get pushed the right way, bruh, you talk. That's why the statement, "Hell have no fury."
I don't
You
I
just have to
don't
be,
I don't know. Randy,
bro.
you agree with that? Thinking Man says they got an entire show dedicated to women killing their partner.
I'm telling
Yep.
you, bro.
I could be
Snapped.
Yeah,
wrong.
but that's
I could be
TV.
absolutely wrong, bro.
Anton, watch this here. Hold on. Let me make
That's
this one
TV.
statement. Watch this here, Anton. Go back through history, and if you look and see, most of the great wars throughout history were fought because of a woman. Kingdoms were brought
But
down simply
that
because of a woman.
shows. But wait a minute, Ant.
His
You prove
point.
my
Yeah,
point. That
facts.
shows that men are way more emotional. Because if you're willing to risk the entire kingdom over a hood rat or a chick for the streets, that proves my point. So
He
you gonna
called
No,
send
that's
Ellen
what I said, bro.
Word.
I
So you
agree
gonna
with
send
you,
all of these men out here to get slaughtered over a woman?
bro. I'm
That
saying I
shows that
And a
agree.
men are
bunch of
emotional,
men for
bro.
one woman.
That's the ultimate of emotion in a guy.
Bro, I'm saying that I agree with you, but I'm saying that on the flip side of that, women, when her mind snaps,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Randy,
And
what do
you
you think about this?
and I think,
Uh,
and I'm gonna tell you something. Like it's like a lot of things because so if we talk about like what is the solution? The solution literally is like a lot of things that you talk about. It's how you lead, it's how you move, it's how as a man how you lead, how you move, how you carry yourself. You got to check in on your girl. You got to make sure she good. Make sure where she at. Like make sure her mental. Make her ass go to yoga. Make her ass go to meditation. You got to make sure that
Absolutely.
women's mental health are good because if it ain't good, trust me,
You gotta make her go to yoga and
bruh,
meditation.
make her go to yoga. Tell her, say, look, you got to go to yoga. Like get your ass out of this house, go to yoga, quit going to brunch all the time, make sure your pH is good. Bro, you gotta make sure your girl is straight. Like the girl I'm dating now, I don't wanna be hearing all that. You gotta have
I
your
don't
ass in
have those. I
counseling.
don't have that experience. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yo, and it
I,
makes sense. But look, depending on the girl and her background, look,
I
the
don't think
properly
it. I
vetted
don't think it
woman,
depends on the girl. I think it depends on the guy.
I
no, it
Yeah.
concur
depends
with
on the
that
girl.
point.
It
I
it
would.
depends on the guy.
I don't think it
I
depends on
Well,
the girl at all.
Yeah.
and
On the
I
guy.
definitely think that most times out of 100, however a woman feels about any guy is that guy's problem. It's been something that you either done or haven't done that's led to her feeling that type of way most of the time.
Absolutely.
Let
I
me get y'all
I can
final
to that.
thoughts because I got a 1 p.m. Eastern meeting that I got to tap into. Let
Oh.
me get y'all final thoughts. What do y'all think? What are y'all final thoughts?
well, if I made a
Uh
piggyback off that last point there, the importance of remaining as a woman in our femininity is when men do escalate and they get emotional, we have the grace to say, look, honey, maybe we need to regroup or settle down. It's a whole balancing act, is how I see it. So
Mm.
yes, women should meditate. Women should take the time for the personal to get ourselves in check, but also, extend it to your partner as well.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
I'll
yeah, I
piggyback
feel
off
that too.
Randy on that one. I agree with her, and I agree with the gentleman up in the corner. There's no names. Um, yeah, we go off you guys and how you feel and how we feel comfortable around you. So, yeah, I'm with the meditation thing too. Like, if you don't pray, then meditate on it. Whatever it is that it takes you to get back into your comfort zone and understand what the men are going through in your life.
What are your
And
thoughts, Sky?
try not to get them so emotional. Thanks.
Um, I would say that, a lot of these situations recently that have been coming up, have been, um, opportunities for us to learn about discernment and how important that is, and also standing on your square and becoming the best version of yourself as a man will typically weed out a
Yeah.
lot of these bad
Right,
apples anyway. So
right. And I'll piggyback off that and say the same thing. Men don't get so bogged down in women's emotions. Don't do that because it's a trap. What I say is that be the best version of yourself. Be the absolute best version of yourself, and then show her that you are leading, and she will follow. And as a prerequisite of her following you and being in your life, you have to make sure that she is addressing her own mental issues And the last thing I'll say is here, don't go into no relationship thinking that, well, this woman gonna do this, she gonna do this, she gonna do this, she gonna do this here. Women are the greatest chameleons. She'll act right for 6 months, and then after that, she gonna unleash hell on you.
We're gonna
Unleash
have to
hell,
continue this
boy.
conversation tonight.
It's us, Randy. It's our fault.
We might have to continue this conversation
Anton,
tonight.
Anton,
Huh?
6 months.
Y'all
Why
crazy,
6
bro.
months?
Y'all are
We'll come back in 6 months,
insane.
talk about it again.
6 months. Six
Before
months to
hot
check
girl
her out.
summer?
6 months.
I appreciate y'all for coming on the panel. Thank y'all.
Bro, we love you, bro.
Thank
Thanks,
I
you for
love
thanks,
having
y'all
me,
thanks for
too.
Anton.
everything you
Bye,
do,
Peace.
bro.
Love
Thanks for
Anton.
y'all.
everything.
Shout
Bye,
out to
Anton.
Anton and all the bag chasers. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying? Make
y'all.
Shout
sure
out to the
everybody
bag
make it to
chasers.
Vegas.
I
You like and
appreciate
Shout out
y'all.
to the
subscribe.
Patreon group.
Absolutely, yes.
See you guys.
Bye.
Later.
Have a good one.
So, another show in the books, a fun one. I think I'm going to get deep diving into the money tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a late night live stream. I might just drop a video instead because my daughter is texting me. Look, let me show y'all what she texted me. Let me show y'all. Dang, I ain't even got no plug to be able to plug this in. Spirit of moment. Just one day after. This is what my daughter is texting me. She in school. Just sent this to me. See if I can get this up on the screen for y'all. I don't know if I can do it. This is my daughter. This is what my daughter texted me. So we going on vacation or what? This is my daughter. So we go literally at 12:59 p.m. My daughter just texted me. So we going on vacation or what? And I said I'll talk to her mom about it. So that's what we dealing with. That's what the word is. That's what's going on. I might be taking a flight later on tonight. So we gonna see. We gonna see. And I don't even know where I would be if I would go. But we gonna figure it out as we go. And I'm gonna see what I can do for my little baby girl because I'll do anything for my daughter. I love her. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description. We had really, really, really great conversation today. I'm glad that you guys were able to join in on this conversation. And yeah, we try to mix it up and have a little bit of fun. And we probably gonna deep dive into the money in the morning, but I might be doing that from a completely different location. All right. So if you need personal coaching, make sure you tap in with me. My website is antondaniels.com. And make sure y'all get in touch with me by email. Send me an email from there, and then I'm gonna get y'all set up, and we're gonna have these conversations to make sure that y'all not getting Amber Hearded. And then in addition to that, I need y'all to do me one more thing before we get up out of here. You know what that is? Make sure you share this with your family and friends. You don't want to be rich by yourself. We're going to continue to run a bag up. We're going to continue to take care of business. I got to jump on a meeting, but I'm definitely going to tap in with y'all later. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.